I found out my husband of 23 years has been having an affair. Yesterday I made a post on Reddit, and after reading some of the comments and reflecting on some of the behaviors I have noticed over the last year or so, I left work early and went home. I knew he would be home for lunch, and I decided to talk to him to find out why he was putting his friend over me. We have been married for 23 years. We have been dating since high school, and I thought everything was good. We have one child who will be 19 next week. We were discussing retirement plans and downsizing our home for when our son moves out. The issues began when he met his friend, who I now know is his affair partner 2 years ago. Over the last year or so, he would drop everything to go help him. He would cancel dates or plans with me to hang out with him. Sometimes he would even bring him with us on date nights. This friend was always cold towards me. I never knew why. Anytime I brought it up with my husband, he would just dismiss it or tell me that the friend was shy or he didn't mean it. So, like an idiot, I believed him. God, I am so stupid. After I made the post, things just clicked for me. So I confronted him. I asked him why he kept canceling our plans to be with a friend, if maybe he was doing it on purpose, and he agreed with me. So I asked if there was something more going on between them than just friendship, and that's when he dropped the bomb. They have been involved in a romantic relationship for over a year. I didn't know whether to cry or throw up. He told me that he believes he is bisexual and that he is confused. He said he loves me, but he loves him too and doesn't know what to do. I told him that his confusion with his sexuality is no excuse for cheating and gave him until last night to get out of the house. I spent last night with my sister. I told her that he cheated and I am leaving him, but that's all she knows. I am meeting with a divorce lawyer tomorrow afternoon. My husband has been blowing up my phone since he admitted to the affair and I left. He is begging me to take him back. Told me he would stop the affair with his friend. Has been crying and begging me to not abandon him, but I cannot bring myself to talk to him. My son came to my sister's after he got off work and I just told him that his father and I were divorcing, that he admitted to having an affair. My son asked who the affair partner was, and I told him that he should talk to his dad if he needed more details. As much as I hate that man right now, I do not feel it is my place to disclose his sexuality. And God, do I hate this man right now? My son left and apparently got into a huge fight with his father and basically told him that he was dead to him. I went back home this morning and I got physically sick when I pulled into the driveway. My home is a house of lies. I am the world's biggest fool. I am a walking joke. He left me a note by the coffee pot, something he did every morning, and he told me I was the love of his life and that nothing or no one would ever change that, and all I could do was cry. For the last 24 hours I have cried so much that I don't think I have any tears left. I don't know what to do or where to go. I want to be anywhere but here. Am I doing the right thing? Am I overreacting? Is it possible to forgive him and move on, or will he just do this again and be sneakier about it next time? Do I want to spend the rest of my life worrying if he will cheat on me with another friend, a stranger? I just don't know what to do. He was my rock. He was my best friend. At times like this I would go to him for support, but he is the cause of my pain and I just don't know what to do. Redditors' reactions. Redditor 1, I went through almost the exact same thing. My wife of 24 years had a friend that she would do things with, a much younger woman. My wife and I were 48 at the time and the friend was 30. Turns out they were having an affair. For what it is worth, I think you did the right things. I tried to reconcile, tried to be understanding and supportive, and it did not work. We are now divorced. I frequently wonder what would have happened had I kicked her out of the house immediately. Watching your wife crying because she misses her friend and not crying because she is hurting you is probably the worst heart-wrenching thing that has happened to me. Redditor 2, start by reading lots of Chump Lady. Just discovered I was cheated on, now what? You handled everything the right way. You need distance to process your feelings. You did it the right way with your son. Your feelings are perfectly normal. It's normal to feel like a fool. You're not. You chose to love and trust your life partner. He chose to betray you the worst way possible. I suggest you keep your distance from him for a while to process things. It's likely his remorse will be short-lived and he'll be back to old ways. He has to put in real work to change who he is and what he did. Most people won't try. Don't second-guess yourself. Keep down the path you're on. Most couples don't survive infidelity. As I said yesterday, I think he has lost romantic love for you, which is why he kept inserting the other man into romantic affairs. Has still got lots of platonic love and y'all have a long history, but you need more. You deserve more. And you certainly deserve better. Redditor 3, he is begging you not to abandon him? I don't even understand the meaning behind that sentence. What is he really saying here? And you're doing the right thing. Do not let him wear you down. Redditor 4, I am so sorry. He brought his boyfriend on your dates? WTF. Duck his trifling ass. He wasn't even trying to hide it. He did it right in your face and played you for a fool. This man doesn't have any respect for you. He doesn't love you. I don't even think he likes you. He needs to back his asset and go. You guys can sell the house and split the money and go about your separate lives. Redditor 5, you are doing exactly the right thing. He betrayed you and even implanted his AP in your lives to the point where he was choosing the AP over you right in front of your face. This is all a face-saving exercise for him right now, and you owe him no level of secrecy. If people ask you why, you can tell them the truth, which is more than he gave you. Redditor 6, go get tested for STDs. Redditor 7, I am very sorry you're now a member of this club that nobody wants to be in. I discovered my husband's 3.5-year affair in August. We've been married almost 20 years. In spite of the fact that in retrospect, I now can see various signs and red flags that were happening during those years, I honestly didn't see them at all during the time, and I never imagined he was capable of doing such a thing. The pain of it all is almost unbearable. But you must bear it, there's really not much choice. The trauma is very real. It helped me to find out a lot about the whole issue of infidelity. I found books, online forums, and other resources. It helps to find others who have shared similar experiences. The support of family and friends also helps, if you have people who will do that. The day I found out, I realized that I needed to make some changes in my own life for myself. I'm a writer, so I work from home and had developed a somewhat sedentary lifestyle. For me, feeling better involved hiring a personal trainer to come to my house a few days a week, to help me get stronger and in better shape, plus having knee surgery on an arthritic knee that had kept me from being able to walk well. It also involved enrolling in some classes at a local university, just for fun. For you, it will involve other things. The important thing is to do some things just for yourself, things you may not have done before. If you don't have a therapist, it might be a good time to find one. Partly due to COVID, my husband and I have remained living together in the same house. My husband is extremely remorseful and wants to make things work. He has been doing therapy, has read a lot of books, and has done a lot to try and help me heal. I have done a lot of shouting, screaming, acting out in anger, and other reactions, and he has responded without getting defensive, and with sympathy and remorse. Of course, he also gave me full access to his devices and went no contact with his affair partner. We have done much evaluating and examining our relationship. We've learned about limerence and affair fog and much more. For me, the main sticking point is the lies and secrets and betrayal. He's found how to help your spouse heal from your affair very helpful. He's also gotten me gifts and treated me far better than he ever did in our entire history. And we've worked through a lot, learned a lot. This may not work for you, though. But for me, it has helped. I have not decided whether or not I want to permanently continue in the marriage. I made the decision to give it a year, so I will reach a final decision in August. Part of my various conditions for potential reconciliation is to have a legal postnuptial agreement detailing what would happen if he were to ever do something like that again. But it's all what you feel comfortable with. It must be really difficult that your husband had so much contact with his affair partner right in front of your unsuspecting eyes. How awful. I look back at the handful of occasions where I was around my husband and his affair partner, and it feels incredibly humiliating. They were in on a secret that I didn't know about. I hate it. No matter what you decide to do with your marriage, try and give yourself a lot of sympathy and grace. Try to realize his actions weren't about you, but were the result of his own problems and selfishness. Wishing you all the best. I hope you end up coming out of this stronger. But for now, realize that you're undergoing major trauma, and treat yourself with kindness and gentleness. Redditor 8, I'm so sorry for what you are going through. You are feeling a lot of things and will be for a while. Nothing anyone could say can make this feel better. My advice would be to get a therapist, cry, beat pillows, exercise, whatever you need to do right now to get out your emotions. Take a break from him. This is a shock to your system. Let the shock dissipate, then make decisions with a calm mind. Discovering infidelity can cause a PTSD-like reaction in the body. Your work is to get that under control first. You did nothing wrong, you are safe. Sending you so much love.